on accident, they compressed what little snow is left into
Mm.
like a flat, very slippery surface. So
Oh.
it's almost like an ice sheet.
Do you have like those like snow tires on your bike?
I don't, unfortunately. I have they have like what are they called? Like patterns on them,
Like treads?
which is
Like certain treads on your
sure.
wheels? Yeah.
I mean, is that what it's called?
I
Kind
think
of,
they're like
maybe.
treads on a bike, I think.
Maybe
Maybe.
that's it. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same thing, but I think.
Probably not.
But yeah, but they're not properly. There are also proper winter tires that actually have little metal nubs in them, and I
Mm.
don't have that. I probably should,
Uh,
honestly.
yeah, maybe.
It would be helpful.
It would be. Now, what was the last thing we did on here? Hold up. Let's see. What
Uh,
were we doing? If I scroll back up,
we had breakfast,
we
yeah.
had we had
No, we've
breakfast.
had we had this is later in the day. We've already gone through a day full of lectures and stuff like that.
We asked Travis if they cook from themselves. People here
Yeah.
earn more than prices. Hi, Mora. Modern traditions, lavish. But why tacos in Norway of all places?
Bonk!
I got bonked because I forgot to turn off the Biku bot alerts. My goodness. That's fun. That's the one thing I forgot. The thing we're done with all lectures. Oh, so we just finished the lectures today. We just
Right,
finished both
yeah.
our lectures today, and now we're with everyone
Oh,
in
oh God.
this new like backdrop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh
This is like I think we were heading outside or something, if
yeah,
I don't remember wrong, but I
think we're
I
going
can't.
for a
I
walk.
remember I remember that we went out with Mikko
Mm.
for a little bit, and he recorded some sounds,
And
and
then we
it
had
was like
such a
nice, but also a
romantic
little awkward.
moment. We had a romantic moment. If only we were on his romance route.
Yeah,
Oh, that would have been
it would have been.
perfect. I'm so sad, but like we're gonna come back to this again. We're gonna try different routes. We're gonna
Yeah,
see.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
See, I don't think I can hear. I'm not sure. Maybe there is no game audio right now. But I can't hear it in the
Discord.
Discord
Oh, I think I
stream.
turned that off from last night.
There we go. There we
There
go.
we
Now I
go.
hear it.
All right. But yeah, we said enough of the the ranting and the wording and the yapping. Enough for the ads to finish playing. So now we're gonna start. Perfect timing.
Let's do it. Perfect timing.
Uh, Good thing we're done with all the lectures today. I'm really tired and I still have a lot to do.
In the end, we were the last people to stay at the table.
Oh, so we just chilling.
Mikko finished eating quickly and excused himself, going back to his room. Rune talked with Jörgen for most of the meal, but Jörgen left together with Locke when he finished. Hello, Bulkhead. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello.
Devon left early too, leaving only the four of us. So somehow we stuck together and moved to the lobby to continue chatting. What do you have to do during a camp?
Never a bad time. I have a project for university that I have to finish. Made some progress before dinner, but I'm stuck again. But anyway, I hope we could get to eat in town tomorrow. Not like the food here is bad. I'm just curious what's here.
Oh, maybe they have a Korean restaurant there. That would be great.
That would be great. I want Korean food. Korean barbecue is nice.
I'm not keeping my hopes high, though. What about the Arctic Circle, after all?
Is there a
I
Korean
gotta.
restaurant in the Arctic Circle? Where are they
I
specifically again?
have
They're in
been.
Denmark or Sweden?
They are in Norway.
Norway. I said
You
two
kept
other
getting these
countries.
countries mixed up.
I'm getting them mixed up. The
You
flags.
forgot where I was from too
I'm
a while ago.
sorry, Razor. I will not
It's
forget.
okay.
I must strive on for my flirtatious activities must continue. I must
Yeah, but
woo the Razor.
they're in Norway,
They're in Norway.
and I have been up to the Arctic Circle in Sweden,
Yeah.
and I know of a place that has a Thai restaurant at least.
Ooh. It
The
sounds
thing is,
fun.
with when it comes to, I don't know about Norway, but in Sweden at least, when it comes to, restaurant food, there are a lot of restaurants that have what I guess is the Swedish idea of quote unquote Asian food,
The
where
Swedish
they have
idea.
they have no, but they have like a little mix of several things. They might have a little some Chinese foods, they might have some Japanese foods, they might have some Korean foods. Like
Hmm.
it's several different. That's the combination of several different things, right?
Okay.
So I know of a Thai restaurant in my city where I live, for example,
Mm.
where they also have sushi, for example.
Ooh.
So it's
it's,
like a
it's a mixing pot of Asian cuisine.
yeah, kinda.
Okay.
And sometimes the people who are running the place might not be from
That
from
country.
any of the countries. They might be from a different like or from several different countries, you know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Uh, so
Yeah.
yeah, I just maybe they can find a Korean restaurant, or maybe they can find a restaurant that at least has some Korean foods.
Probably, yeah. Why Korean? I don't think I've ever tried any of their stuff.
Oh, back in middle school, we had a Korean student in our class. He invited me and Miko over once, and we stayed for dinner. I was amazed by the food and the atmosphere. The whole thing was like a ceremony celebrating family bonds, friendship, and the food on the table. It was much different from the dinners I had at home. Korean food brings back memories of that experience, sharing food and enjoying each other's company.
Oh,
I love Korean food too. I brought a cheap portable burner for Korean hot pot with me, but I don't think there will be an occasion to use it.
what are you talking about? There's always an occasion for a hot pot. Huh?
I am so I am so confused by their packing. Like how much stuff everyone brought.
So, like,
Like
we have a whole game system, a monitor, we have a hot pot, a bunch of cameras, a whole sound sound
yeah,
room setup, and
mixing
clothes.
equipment and
Yeah, they have
everything.
like mixing equipment. I'm just like, they had a lot of
Portable
stuff.
burner.
Oh my
Like
god.
this, a portable burner is something I would bring if I was out hiking. You know,
Yeah.
it's not something I would bring if I went to live in a student housing, in a guest house.
Honestly, I mean, like, if you want like a late night snack and you're allowed to go to town to get like supplies, and it would make sense.
You think so?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm grabbing I'm grabbing at stars at this point. I can't reach it. I can't find. But like, there's always an occasion to use a hot pot. Like,
Yeah.
I watch anime and eat hot pot with my friends. Like at one point, it's just like it's just that day.
You brought what? Of course there will be an occasion, and if not, we will make one.
Yes, Raz. Yes. My
Again, very
God.
good at predicting
I
where
love
the
it.
game is
I
going.
predict Raz's personality. We can eat whatever we want, wherever.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. I haven't used it in a while. There's no point in doing a Korean barbecue with just one person.
Wait, you said hot pot. Okay, we're just gonna.
Is that I don't know
Was it
enough about the food.
because
Like
like
what
the pot is like there's sometimes a separator and it's just soup. The
okay.
barbecue is a full on like you just get like a small like grill thing, like a
Ah,
thing on top that you can cook like um marinated meats on. But he said
I
hot
s-
pot.
so hot pot is
It's a full
like a
container.
stew
Yeah,
or
it's like
something?
a container. So hot pot is there's sometimes a separator in the middle or it's just a big bowl, but it's basically it's like different types of broth or like one single type of broth inside the pot, and you would put your vegetables and all other things in it. The meats, there are some you put meats in there that cook fast. You put noodles. You like there's a lot of things you can go. I think
Oh,
I'm
okay,
thinking
okay.
of sholambao. It might be. I'm thinking of something else. I might be thinking of
Oh,
something
okay, okay,
else.
okay, okay.
Like,
I
but
think
like the
now that
fact
you
that he
say it, I
said the fact that he said Korean barbecue was kind of funny.
did maybe he brought more than one portable burner and is trying like several
Oh,
courses
or it
one
could
meal.
be this thing. I'm gonna send it to you in DMs.
Hmm?
It could be this. So there is like a setup where it's a 2-in-1, a hot pot, and a grill. So he could have that? Question mark. But that's huge. You see it?
Oh, okay.
You see it?
That's an entire family meal.
Yeah, that's an entire family meal. Just like that, he brought that to the. Okay, now I can see like where the questioning is
A
coming in
small,
because like
a small portable burner.
a small portable burner, my ass.
For those of you on stream who can't see this, like Comfy sent me a picture of basically like
Uh, uh,
it's like shrimps and beef and chicken and vegetables that are being like fried, and then there are two types of like
like
broth with
yeah,
vegetables in the middle, and it looks like a meal that could feed a family for 2 days. You know,
yes. Honestly, I would love to go do hot pot again. It's so good. I
I
think I
gotta do that
also
too
I
because
think I said soup dumplings, Joel.
now that you say it, I feel like you've explained this to me before, and I've just forgot because I forgot. Uh,
Oh my god.
and because I did go to I have eaten something like that, but it wasn't specifically Korean. But I did go to a restaurant where in Sweden where you got to like there's like a boiling fondue
Yeah.
is what it is, like a with like broth in it, and then you put down like meats and stuff like that, and then you eat it with like there's like a bunch of different sauces and not potato chips. What's it called?
Palm
French fries is the word I'm looking for.
chips.
Chips.
Chips. Oh my goodness. Hey, what would you say for a short walk? Chatting here is nice, but I don't feel like spending the whole day indoors. I do sometimes. Walking around also helps me a lot with thinking. I need to brute force my way through the that obstacle in the project. Fine by me.
Sure, just give me a second to fetch my jacket. I better go get mine too. I'd freeze outside without one.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait here then. Damn, there's too many cute people in this visual novel. My goodness.
They're both almost exactly the same height.
Bjorn's slightly tall, like by a few centimeters.
Yeah, if you don't count the antlers.
True. I'm counting height with like from the shoulder.
Ah, okay.
That's how I count
Yeah.
how tall people are. I shoulder check them.
Giraffes are in shambles right now.
Oh, long necks doesn't matter.
Cold wind ruffles my whiskers as we step outside. It's getting colder already. The sun low on the horizon, its warm glow barely visible through the clouds. Dark birds circle above the guest house, cawing and croaking.
I just realized the audio for the visual novel was never playing.
Oh no.
So the music wasn't being heard. I'm so sorry. I don't know why
Hey.
that's muted.
Oh, why didn't I bring my camera with me? Yeah, you have like 5 cameras. You should have
What
brought
type
one.
of photographer are you? You at least bring one camera with you outdoors every time. Like,
You
come
got your
on.
phone, don't you?
Exactly, but it's not as good as like a regular camera, to be honest.
No, it isn't.
A lot of
I
birds
bought-
today. Birds don't exist as anthropomorphs. Sad. You brought what?
I bought a new phone a couple of years ago,
Ooh.
and I wanted one with a good camera, like my previous one. So I asked the people in the store, like, "Oh, is this camera good?" And they said, "Yeah, it's exactly the same camera as the last phone you had." And I was like, "Yeah, great." And then I
better?
bought it. And it was not the exact same camera at all. It
Was
was
it-
much worse. It was like
name
you know
drop
how
the phone product. Name drop.
it was
Shame the
it's a
company.
Motorola phone.
Oh no.
But like I've had mostly good experiences with Motorola. Like most of them are most of it. And my last one was a Motorola too, and I like that one better. But the camera on this one is actually kind of bad. It's
Ooh.
you know how you can change the white balance
Yeah.
on cameras. You'd give like different color profiles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And here it's like that function is like replaced with just a fake version of the same function where it just adds like a filter over your image.
The white balance is fake.
Yeah.
Here's like a fade in, fade out of a pure white screen. That's funny. Oh my god.
So it's like when I set it to, let's see, I mean, I set it to like, be good for incandescent lights, and then it just adds like a blue tint to everything. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good.
Damn. Sad birds don't exist as two bipeds in this world.
Yeah. Birds and fish and whales.
Bird,
and...
fish. What else? Like, it's like so far it's been majority mammals.
We haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think we've
Did
had
we
a
see a
single
crocodile
non-mammal.
at one point?
I think maybe you're thinking of Distant Travels.
I probably
There was a crocodile or alligator.
really hot crocodile slash alligator on a spaceship.
And it was like that game had it introduced a lot of characters kind of shortly before it ended, or didn't like stop updating.
Yeah.
So
I'm sad that they're on like that's a prolonged hiatus on that game, on that visual novel, and I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like speaking of like distant travels, do you think this visual novel has wish fulfillment or like a wishful thinking type feel?
Not as much as like Distant Travels did, I think. I feel like this is a little more, I guess. I mean, obviously, I think all dating sims have some element of wish fulfillment, because it's like you're surrounded by bunch of cute people,
attractive people, yeah,
want to date you, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think this one doesn't feel as much like Distant Travels was like, and again, that's not a complaint, but it was very like, you can save our world, and you are super special.
Like
you're with us on our spaceship and save our planet, and we also think you're really hot.
Yeah.
Here it feels like you're more like an ordinary person.
You're an ordinary person, and you're working up the courage to actually like. First, it's not even like crush, because if we were building up the courage to say it to our crush, we would have went runes route.
Yeah.
But it feels like I like the feeling that we had to try to like find out more about them, or like try to woo them.
Yeah. The only one character in this game who has been like throwing himself at us was Torulf.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I think he's like a one night stand type feel for some reason. I could be wrong. We could be wrong, and like it can totally just flip us on our heads on like the relationship that Torulf has with the main character.
I feel like it's probably a character we have missed a lot of his depth because we haven't been hanging out with him.
True.
So the only things we know about him is
he's super flirty.
He's super flirty. 2, he was kind of rude to Mikko about like monetizing his playing music. And 3, he has his nipple out, and that's it.
Oh my god, that's just me. You gotta learn more about me. You gotta get in depth. I'm not just a flirtatious guy. I have feelings. One of them is sad. That's it. Ugh. A lot of birds today. They liven up the landscape nicely. This stillness was starting to feel a little unnerving. Really? I didn't mind it one bit. But I like birds too. And crows gathering is a good omen.
Is it? I was about to say.
Is it? What?
I've never been superstitious, so I never bothered with remembering what people consider good or bad omens. I feel like crows gathering is like a little ominous almost.
Is it?
And like sometimes in stories and in fantasy and stuff, it's like, you will have crows or other corvids will show up when there's some like doom happening or something ominous is going on.
In many cultures, a gathering of crows is not typically considered bad luck, and in some cases, it's seen as a sign of good luck. Especially in, I think I need to look this up specifically because they're taking the information for this is from Facebook. It's concerning. There's a lot of like spiritualism with it because some people see crows as messengers. as a way,
Mm.
because they have how they speak.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So like there's one what is sacred law, communication from the spiritual realm, change, death, and a clean home. Sometimes when you see a gathering. Or it could
Okay.
also mean like I found food.
They found food.
They found food. It's either that or they found food, honestly.
I know that. I don't know about crows. I know ravens are very good at learning to mimic speech
Yeah.
and can learn to say words and stuff like that in a kind of unnerving mimicry of like people's voices.
Yeah.
So they're very intelligent, and crows are as well.
Yeah. They're both
They're really
both of them
cool
can mimic
birds.
from what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, several crow because corvids are crow family, such as ravens are in the crow family.
Hmm. Yeah, I know they're closely related.
Yeah. Yeah. It dates back to the old belief that birds are reincarnated. I didn't need to look it up.
Oh,
He just says it. Yeah, it dates back to the old belief that birds are reincarnated people.
I heard something about it long ago, but I waved it off. I mean, it doesn't sound very plausible, does it?
What? Not to us. Not anymore. But that's also the reason why birds were never hunted in Europe. Since ancient times, they were seen as sapient reincarnations of those that decided to stay on Earth, usually to be close to their loved ones. That sounds like something straight out of Romanticism.
Oh, I just remembered. We learned last time that Björn is a writer.
Yes.
Almost forgot about that.
Honestly, the way he speaks about about crows and ravens is very like romantic in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, romantic writers like to return to that theme often. By the way, did any of you notice the name on the guest house? No. What is it? Morgan-san. Did I say that right?
Morgan song? Yeah, pretty close, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, I think, morning song?
Yeah,
That is what it is.
the sound of birds singing in the morning. Anyway, how about we go for that walk? Not to hurry you up or anything, but I'm kind of freezing already just standing here. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, let's go. No, I want him to talk more. Travis is just running. Honestly, say I would walk in circles in the snow if like someone like we stayed still for like a moment. But like the fact that he's just really just rotating.
It looks like
He's
He looks
moonwalking.
like that's awesome. He looks like one of those, it's like a target at a shooting range, like moving back and forth.
Oh
and
no.
Or,
It's time to shoot Cupid's arrow into Travis. Let's go.
yeah.
Oh wait,
Wait,
you
I didn't
didn't
read
read that. My bad.
I turned to Travis, but apparently he got bored of the talking and started walking in circles in the snow.
Honestly, I would never be bored of Bjorn now. Like I would be enraptured, cause like I too was a writer. I also like. I feel like he's the type of person that I would go to the MoMA or like any art museum, and we could discuss for hours the painting and the feeling that the artist had when doing it. Honestly,
Yeah, he seems like he would know a lot about art. And,
Yeah.
different forms of creative expression.
yep,
Oh, he'd get along well with Lucky.
yeah,
Although I imagine Lucky would run around and not just walk and look at the scenery.
yeah. Also, Travis just hypnotizing. It's just like he's just going from back and forth.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Travis, you coming? Yeah, I'll be right there.
He's actually making crop circles. He's summoning the aliens right now. He's just
I thought he was gonna keep rotating behind them. I was like,
that would have been funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the four of us walk off into the forest, chatting about whatever interesting thing catches our attention. We walk into the lobby, letting a gust of cold wind into the room. Ah, such pleasant warmth.
That's one thing I envy you. Halloween wasn't yet a big thing here back when I was a kid. Going around in spooky costumes and asking for sweets sounds like a great time. Although, I suppose it's more compatible with American suburbia than with our multi-family housing units. I feel like you could get a good amount of candy from that.
Yeah, I mean, you could, I guess, if you
Walk up.
if you go
each
on like
step.
you might not be able to get inside like the big apartment complex buildings.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Like,
So
if
you
go
ring
trick-or-treating in
ring
of
one of the bells from outside, say trick or treat, they let you in, and then you proceed to knock on everyone's door.
yeah, that's how you do it. I
That's
guess.
how you do it. That's how you get in. If one of them lets you in, so because like if you ring all the bell, okay, this is bad, but like I've learned, if you're locked out of your apartment in New York City, you ring everyone's bell because someone is always expecting someone to be at that door anyway. So they'll buzz you in, which is bad. Like that's not a good thing because like that means that you could literally just let anyone in. But like
yeah.
that's just a thing. I remember doing that as a kid because like I always get locked out of my own apartment.
No, but that's I mean, it's smart. It's a smart solution to the problem though. Like, you kinda
Everyone's
gotta-
expecting someone.
Yeah,
They always.
and I
expect
imagine like if you live in a building with like tons of people, the more people there are, the more likely that someone is expecting someone, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You have better odds. Usually the ones on the higher floors usually work. The one closer to the bottom they don't answer because no one usually comes to them. They usually come out.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Halloween. Sorry
Yeah.
if I'm going on
No,
another
no,
tangent.
no, no. Go for it. You know I love it when you talk.
it's you know how like in the my impression, I've never been to the US, but my impression is that when Halloween is a really big thing and all the stores and stuff are doing like Halloween decorations and Halloween marketing and selling Halloween merch and stuff like that, and then when Halloween is over it goes immediately into like Christmas stuff. Is that correct, or am I
It
like off?
first goes on sale for 75% off because
Okay.
there's a lot of excess candy. Then it goes immediately to Christmas stuff.
Okay, I see.
And then the
Because
Spirit
here-
Halloween store that appears every September in random abandoned places suddenly disappear. That's how they work.
Despawned for the
They
rest of the year.
despawn for the rest of the year. That's honestly how that works. But yeah, no, you're correct. They do Christmas immediately afterwards because, like, fuck Thanksgiving. They just go into Christmas.
Because in Sweden, like, Halloween is a thing here, but it's not a super
I am.
big thing.
Yeah.
Some people are celebrating Halloween, and there are some kids sometimes who go trick-or-treating a little bit,
Mhm.
but it's not nearly as big of a thing here. So we don't have the same natural defense against Christmas as you do.
What are you talking about? Natural defense.
So I
We
started
Filipinos
seeing, like-
start Christmas in September.
Okay, because that's what I was about to say. Like, I started seeing Christmas-themed stuff in stores in September this year.
Because not
And I was
everyone
like-
celebrates Halloween and Thanksgiving. Because that's a states thing.
Exactly.
So
that's-
once the Burr month starts, that's
Yeah.
when Christmas plays.
But the thing is, in September this year was really warm here. It still felt mostly like summer.
No.
It was very weird to start seeing like, oh, this is the typical Christmas drink that people buy in December, and it's here, the end of September.
I found this nice like autumn drink. It's just it's apple cider mixed with a bit of lemon, some cinnamon sticks, and star anise. You boil it, and you like let it simmer, and then you add apple cider vodka into it.
Oh,
And then you like it like as like a little like garnish thing. They put thin slices of apples in a circle to make it look like a plant inside the cup, and then you pour it in. It's like a nice warm drink. Like spiced apple cider drinks are really nice. Like
That
drinking
sounds
apple
awesome,
cider
honestly.
alcoholic is also really nice.
that
But
sounds
yeah.
pretty awesome, honestly.
It is. It's just warm. It's either I said apple cider. Did I say apple cider vodka or Hennessy?
I think you said vodka.
It's vodka. We should adopt our pagan roots of Halloween and talk about / confront personal bad things with community support as a holiday. Then everyone dances and has candy. Correct.
That sounds awesome.
Yes, we need to go back to our pagan roots and just celebrate the solstice, honestly. I'm currently going to be drying out oranges and wrapping cinnamon sticks on top of them and covering the dried oranges with cinnamon for prosperity and good luck for the coming
Oh.
winters.
Nice.
Yes. Pagan roots.
We have one celebration in Sweden that has, I think it's like one of those traditions that has some parts of it are rooted in Christianity, some parts are rooted like older in like old pagan traditions, which is true for a lot of holidays, honestly.
Yep.
But we have a celebration called Valborg, which is on the last of April, where we light bonfires, and traditionally also that's less common nowadays because they've been partially banned, but like people used to set off fireworks and stuff like that a lot.
Yeah.
And the idea was to like ward off, both to welcome spring and also to ward off like evil spirits and stuff like that with a bonfire. Yeah. That was the traditional idea. And then it was also just like a big party celebration, good food, nice people.
Honestly, a lot of like traditional, like a lot of old traditions, just like ward off or talk to the dead. And it's nice. You
want to talk to them sometimes, but you also want to keep them at arm's length.
You gotta keep them at arm's length, and don't answer your door during like 3 a.m. during a full moon on Halloween. Yeah. I never took part in that either. Where I lived, nobody celebrated Halloween.
You still can take part in trick-or-treating. There's no age limit for that.
Travis, you're so real for that, but also we could just buy the candy at this point. You're so real.
Yeah.
There's no age limit, guys. You just go and ask for candy on any door.
I mean, on one hand, I agree with Travis that you shouldn't feel too old to do fun stuff.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if a grown-ass man knocked on my door and asked for candy on Halloween, I would be like, can't you afford to buy your own? Like, do you need
I would ask if he wants to go on a date, but like... This is like a grown-ass man just asking me for candy? Ooh. I'm kidding. I think I'm kidding. I don't know. But like, yeah, no, it'll be like, we can afford this. Yeah, but you got it for free. You think? I'd feel a bit stupid doing it now. Maybe if I go with some friends. Doing stupid things is much easier together.
So, this Halloween we're going together for trick-or-treating?
Huh? Hell yeah. Great idea.
Oh, sometimes a person needs so little to be happy.
I better go now. I still have a lot to do. Thanks for the walk, and it was nice to talk with all of you. Hey, thank you for finding some time for us.
It was nice. I enjoyed it, even though I'm not really a fan of walks.
You walked in circles.
Take care. Good luck with your project.
See you later.
Not really a fan of walks? You mean you don't like spending time outside? I do. I don't like walking without a specific destination. It feels kind of aimless.
You walked in a circle. Was there a destination?
You had a plan.
No.
A goal.
A goal.
An agenda.
To summon something underneath us.
Yeah. A trip to a specific place like a landmark or just a store or anything, I can understand, but walking without a destination? Can't walking in and of itself be a destination? I don't know. Travis looks down and seems to be thinking about it for a moment.
He's so cute. Can we date all
cute.
of them at the same time?
Yeah, I want to do that. I say this every stream, but I want to pick Travis up and carry him around.
Me too. He's probably taller than me. I'm just short.
Maybe he could pick you up and carry you around.
Hush. Continue.
Anyways, I'll get going too. Thanks. See you at supper.
Do you? Your arm is still. Whose arm is that?
That's Rune's arm.
See, no, his arm is in his pocket. Who is that? Rune?
Yeah, but it's Rune, yeah.
Oh. Rune, you're still here? See you later. The Uno reverse on sides between Comfy and Tanuki.
Oh, actually, I wanted to talk with you first.
Do you want to go out?
Yeah.
My crush
Travis
on our
dropped-
left.
Since Travis dropped the information on me before dinner, I can't stop wondering what's up with the writing competition and why Bjorn didn't mention it at all.
Ooh, we're gonna go into it. Yeah, the Tanuki's so gossipy about that. But like, we're gonna get into it. Yes, you can.
One crush and a half in a screen. True.
Yep. He's just there. We could hold both hands. We have two hands.
Yeah. But I can't just ask out of the blue. That'd be weird, right?
No.
I remember you were interested in the instant camera when I mentioned it during breakfast.
We're gonna take a selfie. Would you like to come in my room and see my camera or something? Like,
Or emphasis on or something.
emphasis on the or.
Or
Or. Do you like
Would
me?
you like-
Yes or yes. Or.
would you like to see it?
Sure. I always wanted to see one up close. Well, I saw them in a store. They didn't have any film inside, and I could only look at them.
I have it in my room. You can come. Sorry. I have it in my room. You can come over. Björn nods, and we both start walking towards my room.
You have a rule in my room. We can't wear our shirts here.
So, what is your opinion on walks?
I like them a lot. They always calm me down. There's something meditative in walking, in the rhythmic steps and gradually changing surroundings. I walk a lot. I don't often feel like spending time at home. Maybe I'll lose a few kilograms that way. That'd be nice. No. Keep the pillow. We love it. How about you?
I like walks, but I don't do them often. You know, when you're lying on your bed alone in your dorm room, knowing how much you have to learn for the upcoming classes and then the classes after that, it's really hard to motivate yourself to do anything. I unlock the door and step inside.
There are 5 other people inside your room.
Come on in.
They're all gnomes.
Oh no, the gnomes!
They're the gnomes
Mattress
underneath the
gnome.
bed. The mattress gnomes.
And the gnomes, they've come out to play.
They come out to play and tickle your feet. Oh, wow. You got a huge bed. And look at those colors. It's a nice room. Nicer than mine.
I can't complain, yeah. Yours is better for watching films, though. We could lean back against the wall and still have the laptop close.
We could, I don't know, like, share a bedroom if you want. Like, I don't mind. You'll keep me warm during the night.
Do you like this room? I mean, you can also stay here.
You can sleep here. There's enough room for the both of us. I mean, we might have to like scooch a little closer, but like there's room. We got room.
Anyway, make yourself at home. Sit wherever you want. I'll take a chair. Björn looks at me with gratitude and walks up to the bed, sitting cautiously at its edge.
Thanks. These chairs aren't really made for me.
I smile reassuringly, sensing Björn's embarrassment. No problem. I get it.
Sits on his lap. These chairs weren't made for me either. Phew. It's been a long day. Feels nice to finally sit down. You can't do that, Bjorn. You can't just do that on me.
The bear takes off his hoodie, folds it into thirds, and lays it down on the bed beside him. This many lectures in a row would tire anyone. We spent quite a bit of time walking too.
Sleepy, woozy, you have the same mind as me. Yeah, but that part was fun. I wouldn't be up for repeating that now, though. I'm happy to just sit here for a while.
I know what he means. This has indeed been a long day.
He's trying to flirt with
Little bit, just a little
you.
bit.
Just a tiny bit.
I slumped down on the chair with a sigh, only now realizing how tired I am. There's still a lot of the day remaining, though. Maybe we could watch a film like yesterday? I'm sure Björn knows some more good ones.
I mean, yes, please, because we still need to watch that other one. Because it looks interesting, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, before I forget again, what was up with the Esperanto in that film yesterday?
Oh, right. I completely forgot about that. The anime was based on a book. From what I know, it's a classic in Japan. The author, I can't remember his name, was a fan of Esperanto. So most of the texts in the film were translated to it as a homage to him.
What's the deal with that language, by the way? I only remember hearing that it's a constructed
You
language.
can't say that, Raz. That's insensitive. What's up with that language? The world's most widely spoken constructed language, actually. The word Esperanto itself means one who hopes in it. It was created in the 19th century to be an international language, easy to learn for everyone, to bring people from different countries closer together. I'm not an expert, though. I just read about it somewhere.
It's a nice idea, though English fills that role now.
Duh.
I'm not that good at Norwegian yet, but we both know English well enough to communicate freely, and that'd be true with almost anyone here.
Sorry, I ate something really spicy, so it's making me yawn a lot. My bad.
I thought you said
Well,
you kind of interrupted yourself, so it sounded like you said I ate a spider, and I was very concerned.
I just
for half
ate a
second.
whole spider, guys. I'm sorry. The spiders make me sleepy. Sometimes I don't know why. Spicy food just makes me sleepy sometimes.
Oh,
Like specifically like halal food.
I
That
see.
makes me sleep. But everything else
It's
just
like-
makes me wide awake. It's
It's-
spicy and sour that make me sleep.
Sometimes you have very strange, like people can have very strange reactions to certain foods.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm not alone in this to feel like warm milk makes me sleepy,
Yeah.
and hot chocolate makes me sleepy.
Oh, I love hot chocolate.
It's really good, but I have to be I can't drink it unless I'm going to bed shortly after because I will be so tired afterwards. I will get
It's
so
weird.
sleepy.
Like so, like spicy and sour foods makes me sleepy. Drinking coffee, if not the right amount of caffeine in it, also makes me sleepy.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, Woozy gets it. Anything caffeine makes me sleepy. So like, I think I got it from college. I had like most of my drinks had like at least 4 to 6 shots of espresso because I need to
Oh.
like be awake. And like I think my body got used to that so much that now that amount makes me sleepy.
oh, you
It's weird.
just built up your tolerance too much.
I either built up my tolerance or from what my classmates and a couple of friends say, it's your ADHD.
Ah,
Could also be that.
I have sort of I'm not an expert in this at all. I have sort of anecdotally heard from some people that like drinking energy drinks. Several people with ADHD or suspected ADHD who feel like drinking energy drinks makes them sleepy.
Yeah. Oh, you have? Oh, Woozy has. I have, but damn. Okay, so maybe I do have ADHD. Possibly. Oh
Also,
my
hi,
god.
Kevin.
Like, I like coffee. I'm a coffee owl. I love drinking coffee. I just like the sweet stuff.
Mm.
If I need to be awake, I'll just try shots of caffeine, hoping that it'll keep me awake. Yeah. In most places in Europe, it's enough. But the idea of everyone learning one international language as their second one, specifically constructed to be easy to learn. Something about that about it appeals to me.
The setting sun fills the room with a golden glow, illuminating Bjorn's silhouette.
Are we gonna get a picture?
Yeah,
Come on.
I want yes, please.
Please be the
The
picture.
afternoon sun always seems to slow down the time somehow.
So, can I see the camera?
Oh, right. Sure.
Selfie together.
I already forgot about it, just content to rest for a while.
You got lost in Bjorn's words.
Yeah.
We need another CG, correct?
I grab the instant camera from the table, open it, and pass it to Bjorn. A glimmer of excitement shines in his eyes, and he grabs it gently, as if it were a newborn baby. And then he threw it on the ground.
Cries.
It's this one. I left it in the room. It's a lot of fun, but the cost of film would kill me if I used it as my main camera.
True.
Besides, I like the flexibility of a digital one.
I have a digital camera in my phone. This is something else. Do you have any photos you've taken with it here?
Just one from yesterday. I took it shortly after we arrived. It's nothing special, though, just a view from this window.
I'd like to see. If you're okay with showing it, that is.
I suppose. Why not? I take the photo out of the camera bag and pass it to Bjorn. Just watch out, don't touch the film itself. Fingerprints are hard as heck to clean off these.
No.
Bjorn nods, putting the camera beside him on the bed. He grabs the photo by the paper frame, careful not to touch the film, which isn't easy with his huge paws.
Big paws.
In fact, he looks a bit comical holding the tiny photo in both paws, leaning in to see it closely.
This looks really nice. It's less grainy than I thought.
Yeah, modern instant film isn't very grainy. Although it would be more noticeable on a solid color background, here the snow obscures the grain completely.
I like it. I like it a lot. Like you.
It makes me melt inside. I have to look away, blushing.
Oh.
I know the photo isn't anything special and Bjorn is mostly praising the medium itself, but hearing it feels so nice. Anyway.
No, it's genuine. Take the compliment. Please.
Bjorn hands me back the photo and grabs the camera again, looking at it intensely.
Oh, could I take a picture with it?
Oh,
So
he's blushing.
cute. He's blushing.
How could I say no to him when he's looking at me like that? I had no idea bears could do puppy eyes.
Oh, and then we make out.
Sure. Just let me show you how to do it.
You get on the bed and then lean over him with the camera to show.
Sheer happiness on his radiant face is enough to make it worthwhile.
You're awesome, Raz. Thank you. Ooh,
Large.
large.
Enlarge yourself.
Oh.
I stand up from the chair and sit beside Bjorn. Let me explain how to use it. I've already opened it. This foldable part here is the flash, and when folded, it covers the lens. Here on the back, you have the viewfinder. I'm sure you know how to use one. On the front, there's a control for focus distance. You set, depending on your distance, the subject you photograph. For landscape, you turn it to the infinity symbol. The lens is here, next to the control.
Oh.
Turning the camera around, Bjorn grabs it by the shutter button, and the camera goes off.
Oh, damn. Sorry, that's not what I was trying to do.
Don't apologize. It was my fault. I should have told you where the shutter button is first.
Do we
Sorry.
get a selfie?
You can take the picture out. Maybe it won't be a total flop.
Just, give me a moment. I can't see anything now. The flash hit me square in the face.
Oh, sure. Sorry again.
Show it.
Flash in this camera is fierce. I rarely use it myself. I certainly don't envy Bjorn right now. Throwing a flashbang!
Ah! Okay, it's better already.
He pulls the photo out of the camera and looks at the milky bluish image.
What now? There's nothing on it.
Now shield it from the light and let it develop for about 10 minutes. You can simply put it face down somewhere, but it's just to be safe, I usually put developing photos inside my camera bag. It's still sensitive to light right now, so you might want to do it fast.
Oh, right.
I pass him the camera bag and he puts the photo in a side pocket.
Well, that didn't go as planned, but it was still fun though.
Hey, I still got a lot more film. You can take another picture, this time not by accident.
I think, was he trying to take a selfie of both of us? Or attempting to? Yo, Bjorn is smooth.
I only took 1 pack of film with me, so 8 photos in total and 2 already used, but I don't mention that. It's still a lot, and I don't take these often.
He definitely want to sneak a selfie for sure. Thanks, Raz. How about we go outside then?
The bear stands up and stretches out with a wide grin.
You look so sad though.
Wait, what happened to Mr. I'm happy to just sit here for a while?
We've been sitting here for a while already. But if you're not up for a walk, you can stay here, no problem.
We can go, but I'd rather stay around the guest house this time.
We can go, but I'd rather stay with you. Sure, and better put the camera in the bag and take it with you. I wouldn't want to have another accident like that. By the way, do you think that photo is developed already? Has it been 10 minutes?
Definitely not fully. Let's get dressed and then I'll check how it looks.
No. Sure. Don't put on your jacket. I love this, man. I just love big bears, guys. That's my weakness, okay? Tall big bears. That's Comfy's weakness. Large men.
I put on my jacket with a quiet sigh, making sure that Bjorn doesn't hear me. Then I take the bag and swap the mirrorless camera for the instant one.
You sighed because you're going outside now.
I check the photo in the side pocket. It seems to have developed nicely already, and while I still better shield it from the light, I can already show it to Bjorn. Oh, and it even came out rather nice. Surprisingly nice considering the circumstances. Even if it is a bit silly. Hey, you want to take a look? It's mostly developed already.
Oh, sure. How does it look?
Well, see for yourself.
Yes! Yes! It's so cute!
That is
Look
right.
at it! Oh. Like, what are you looking at? Raz?
Yes?
Hide it somewhere far away and never show it to anyone. Or better, tear it in half and bury both halves separately in 2 different forests.
These aren't easy to tear, Bjorn. I know, because I tried once. I took a photo I really wanted to get rid of later, and it proved to be rather tricky.
No, keep it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
In the end, I ended up making a bonfire and throwing it in
That's
the flame.
illegal!
What did you take a picture of that
It
you
was
wanted
a
gone
nude
so bad?
selfie. He was testing it out on. Just imagine getting like nudes from a Polaroid camera. He's like, "Hey, I have a crush on you. Here's my nude."
send dick pics with
Send dick pics, but with
the mail.
Polaroid camera. Why is that held for review? Like in an envelope, we mail it.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you're cute. Check photo below. It's a dick pic. What you think? It's a scratch and sniff. Oh my god.
The smoke it produced smelled foul and unnatural.
That's why it's illegal.
Yeah. You can have it. I'm not tearing up anything.
Keep it. Thanks. Let's go. He's blushing. He blushes. He likes it. Well,
That's Orion in the background.
yeah.
Again. He's walking.
Just walking back and forth.
Bjorn has already been walking around for a few minutes with this look of an intense focus on his face, while I sat down on a bench next to the guest house and watched him.
The
Sun has
confession's
already
happening.
Sun is already set, but it's still rather bright outside. Just a few last minutes left to capture a good photo. How's it going?
I thought about the photo of the guest house from this angle, but it would look better in the night. But then it would be too dark for an instant photo anyway. Maybe just a view then? But it's not something extraordinary, something that I would associate with this place only. And you know what? That photo I took accidentally in your room, it's enough. I'm happy with just that one. And this way I won't use any more of your film.
It really isn't a problem. Feel free to take another one, or even two, and I'll only be happy.
Maybe I'll take you up on that later. But for now, I'm happy I got even just one instant photo I've taken myself. Like, this is nice as a scene frozen in time. But the real memories of how it was here will stay with me, not on the paper. You know, the important stuff. How staying here feels, how it was to be in one room with you, and all the other people I met here, everything we talked about. I won't capture that in the photo. I'll capture that in a kiss.
I don't know if I can agree, to be honest. For me, that's what photography is about, really. Capturing how it feels to be here. Reaching for some sort of essence? Something that words couldn't capture. Though you probably feel differently about it, being a writer and all.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Oh no.
Because of
Oh.
how romantic your words and descriptions are?
Ah, yes. Here goes the subtlety. I was so focused on my feelings towards photography that I didn't even pay attention to what I was saying.
Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm already heartbroken from someone else taking it the wrong way in another visual novel.
Oh no.
No,
Say
the
what?
music changed. That I'm a writer. Writing down dreams doesn't really yeah, it does. Writing down dreams doesn't really count. A lot of people do that.
Well, I talked with Travis and he mentioned something along those lines.
Someone's gonna die tonight.
I tried asking him about it, but he told me to ask you directly.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
I was right to assume that it's a delicate matter because Bjorn looks nothing short of dejected now.
Shit.
Damn it. Is everything okay?
I asked him not to mention it, but I think he misunderstood my intentions.
I think he thought you told me yourself. He seemed surprised that I didn't know.
I think I'll have to talk with him again about that.
He mentioned some kind of
Raz,
literary contest.
Raz, you need to stop while you're digging yourself a hole.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. In all honesty. Of course he did. You didn't tell anyone that to anyone else, did you?
No. Something about the way Travis talked about it made me think that you wouldn't appreciate it.
Good. At least that.
I'm not sure what to say now. It's clear enough that Bjorn doesn't feel comfortable with the topic, but I have no idea why he would react like that.
We gotta dig deeper into his lore, my dude.
Why don't you want people to know that you're a writer?
Oh, I was right. We're gonna dig deeper into his lore right now. I'm not a writer. I just write stuff sometimes. It's not the same. It is the same. I will say that.
That is what a writer does.
That's what a writer does.
What kind of stuff?
You know, your usual OC, XOC, YAs, the Yaoi
Leo,
here or
that's
there.
Kennedy, X-Reader.
What? Not the Leon. You know, like the usual stuff. Just whatever I feel like writing. Mostly vignettes or single scenes or, well, nothing. Some ERPs. Just never mind. I also write friend fiction. Like stories about your friends and fan fiction. Friend fiction.
And why don't you want people to know about that?
Because it's embarrassing. I just write random stuff when I'm bored or anxious. There's nothing interesting about that. Yes, there is, sweetie. Yes, there is.
You sent your story to a contest, though, right? It must mean a lot to you, then. And you must have some confidence in your writing to do that.
It does mean a lot to me. Oh my god, he's
Oh.
so cute. My poor, insecure writer.
What was that?
I didn't send the story to the contest. Travis did.
Oh.
I like how the music abruptly stopped. like it was just like, I didn't do it. He did it.
I'm innocent.
I'm innocent. Oh. I made the mistake of showing him my stuff when he asked what I was working on. And he got so fixated on the idea of sending it to some kind of literary contest. I told him I won't do that, and we argued about it for a bit, and I thought that'd be it. But a few days later, he told me that he sent the application in my name. At first, I thought about notifying the committee and asking them to scrap the application, but Travis talked me out of it eventually. But the knowledge that a committee of professional writers and critics will go through my embarrassing scribbles, when I think of it, I feel like I'm failing.
When the dark water rushes from the ceiling, it submerges you in seconds. There's no use in screaming. Who would hear you anyway? It's cold, almost numbing. So cold you can never get used to it.
My knees get weak, and I wish the earth could swallow me up whole.
So alluring to just let go and succumb to it. Fall down to the bottom and stay there, and never get up again.
I really don't want to think about it. Frankly, I regret ever picking up a pen, figuratively speaking.
But if you try and let the unquiet water close above you, you soon find out there's no peace in that. Bjorn. It looks like he's about to collapse. Oh! I grab his arm and pull him towards the bench. He sits down without a word, and I take a spot beside him. His breathing is ragged and heavy, and I'm not sure what to do. I pat him on the back gently and decide to give him some space. So we sit together watching the stars, just like yesterday, only this time in silence.
And then in big, bold red letters, you failed the run.
You died!
You died! He needs a big hug. It's just... What's it called? No, it's just a... fuck. What is that Souls game called again? Fuck. All I can think of is Bloodborne. Just like the words saying you died.
Sekiro?
I think...
Or Elden Ring? Or...
Elden Ring. Like, it just says you die on it.
Yeah.
He kills you! he leans on us and then with a
You have
knife.
the forbidden knowledge. I'm sorry. No
you have to
witnesses.
die. Just slits throat, dead on the ground in the snow, eats you.
Yeah.
We said this about our best friend. That he was gonna kill us in the forest too. Why do I swear to God, if this is some form of
Oh,
echo game, the poetic painting in the white snow red. Don't be the writer here.
uh.
Oh my god. Okay, continue.
Only after a long moment does Björn shift a bit closer to me, so that our shoulders touch together. A simple gesture, but enough to let me know he's better, and he appreciates my company. No words are necessary. I got a message from someone.
No, you leave that on red, and you leave that in your phone.
Out of habit, I take the phone out to read it. It's from Locke. I hesitate for a brief moment and then put the phone back in my pocket.
That's a good choice.
Somehow I feel that even reading any messages right now would be inappropriate.
Correct.
Instead, I lean on Björn, feeling his warmth through my jacket. He seems to be doing better. His breathing is back to normal, and there's even a ghost of a smile on his snout as he watches the stars. I really feel like taking a picture of the forest in front of us now. But this time, I decide to go along with Björn's way of doing stuff. Focus on how being here feels, how it is to be here together and everything we talked about. This forest ahead, the stars above us, the whispering wind, Björn's warmth as he leans on me. Because someday it might be among my most cherished memories. Next to me, Björn exhales loudly, slumping further into himself.
Oh my god, this is the memory they talk about when they get married. They say their
Hey,
vows.
remember that time your friend sent your writing to a contest and you were having a panic attack and we sat on the bench for a
I
while?
was gonna say, like, we sat on a bench for a while, you leaned on me, and it was a nice feeling. No, we had to go with a panic attack. Crying. Ugh.
Next to me, Björn exhales loudly, slumping further into himself.
I think we should go back in.
There's no hurry if you need more time. Björn stands up from the bench and straightens up, his trousers wrinkled on thighs from his paws clutching them.
He's fixing himself right now. I know you're cold already, and I wouldn't want you to catch anything, but I was feeling warm with your touch.
Then sit back down if you want to keep me warm.
Sit your ass back down, and I'm going inside your hoodie. That's where I'm sleeping.
Are you feeling a bit better at least?
I do. Let's come back.
I nod and get up from the bench too. So what now?
We sleep in my bed, and we just cuddle.
Words leave my throat sounding stiff and wrong. I feel like as if I haven't talked at all for a few days and forgot how it works. I want to do something, anything, to cheer Björn up, but I don't know what.
Hold his hand.
Yeah. I hate this helplessness.
I think I'll go to my room and stay there for a while. No, go hold his hand, please. Just do something.
I can keep you company if you want. Though I'd first go drop my camera off at my room if you don't mind.
He probably is just socially exhausted too. No, that's fine. I don't mind. Oh, so we are going.
Nice. I nod and turn into the corridor, Björn following me. I open the door and let Björn in first. He walks in and stands in the middle of the room, paws stuffed inside his pockets, looking sideways.
Is this when we invite him to stay in our bed because it's bigger?
Hmm. The difference between the cheerful him and the version I see right now is really stark,
Yeah.
and it hurts me to see him hurt. Sorry I asked about that. I had no idea it would bring you down so hard.
It's not your fault. It's just me and my problems. I think it'll be better if I went back to my room and not burden you with them. You're not a burden. No.
Nonsense, you're not doing that, and everything is fine. Nothing wrong has happened.
I really didn't want you to see me like that, Raz. I'm sorry.
It's fine, really. Come, sit down and take a deep breath.
Ooh.
I should change the topic and distract him before he gets another panic attack.
So how big's your, like, you know, hands? Can you, like, wrap it around my
Could you grab?
throat?
Yeah, could you grab my entire face?
Can you just place it on my face? It takes a big sniff. Ooh. It smells musky.
I have some chocolate here. Do you want some?
That would be nice. Thanks.
I take the chocolate bar from my backpack and pass it to him. He unwraps it and munches on a few pieces. You really didn't want to take another instant photo out there?
I kind of wish I had, but the point still stands. I already have one, and I doubt I could take a good one like you do anyway. The photo is better left in your paws. Your face in my paws? Oh. What?
It's good to see you smile.
No. Oh, well, thanks.
And I'm not that good with photos. Actually, have you even seen any of mine?
No, but I know you're good. Just a gut feeling. Do you have any you could show me?
I should have some on my phone. Mostly stuff I took with my digital camera, though.
That painting behind you is actually a photograph that I took yesterday.
This room we're in right now is actually a photograph that I took yesterday.
Pause real quick. I'm so sorry. We just got raided.
Hello,
Hello.
Nito!
Hi, Naito. What's up? What's up? Oh my god. Give me one moment. Hello, hello.
Hey everyone. Let's shout out at Undying Nito. It looks
Playing Resident Evil 4.
Ooh.
Nice. Based.
Based, honestly. Hello, hello. Nito dude. Breaking it down, right? We love that. I'm not following. I was following you since the beginning. I don't know what happened. Hello, hello. Welcome, Raiders. It's a little pause in the YouTube side, but hello, everybody. My name is Akara Snaktua, aka Comfy Owl. I am a variety streamer, visual novel streamer, as well as a voice actor. Welcome to our reading of... Oh my god, I just went through 8 different visual novels in my head. Dawn Chorus.
Dawn Chorus.
Dawn Chorus. A very lovely game, like romance. Like, what would we label it? It's the romance. The romance type of way. Nostalgia. It's not nostalgia bait, but like it's a really nice, comforting story so far.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Introspective.
It's very introspective.
Yeah.
And as always, if you need to do after stream care, go right on ahead. I'll make sure to take care of your goobers as well as read them, if it's nighttime, a bedtime story in this game. But yes, welcome. But yeah, he definitely wants to take a photo. He really wanted to take a photo of both of us from what it felt like. All right.
I take out my phone and unlock it to open the gallery, but then I notice the small envelope icon in the corner. The message I got from Lakia while we were out.
Hey, we're in the common room. Come join us.
Oh.
No, we're not. Huh?
Lakia's with someone in the common room. He asks if you want to join them. I assume they want to organize a small party or something.
Oh, I don't think I'm ready for a party. Not a fan in general.
He finished half of the chocolate bar already.
Text him.
Damn.
I'm currently with Bjorn. I'm going to take the no to join in tonight. Just tell him no, and we just stay with Bjorn the rest of the night.
No pressure, but if you're feeling up to it, maybe some fun would cheer you up.
Maybe, but I'm not sure if our definitions of fun are the same. My mind went dirty immediately. No, we're staying.
Oh.
Are we going to break a boundary, or I'm assuming like if we try to convince, I feel like we're breaking his boundaries. But also letting him just stay in the room by himself. Is that what it means?
Yeah, I don't know if that does that mean that we stay with him, or does just like, yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with the others, you can just hang here.
Where's a possible alone time where we're both happy? Oh my goodness.
Like I don't know. I feel
From how we've see like how from the entire time we interacted with Bjorn, do we feel like convincing him would be a good idea? He
I
just stated
think
that no.
if he said no, then like he also said maybe, but I'm not sure our definitions of fun are the same.
True.
Oh.
It's pro. Fuck, I did save at this choice too. I don't care. I don't give a shit about save scumming. We're visual novel readers.
Yeah.
We'll go through it once, but
I
we're
think
also they're both
probably-
bad. There's no good answer. I'm crying. But like, let him stay in our bed, and
because I'm not sure I understand if like are we staying with him? That's the thing I'm not
yeah, I
understanding.
think we're going because from what it looks like, it's either try to convince him to join you or allow him to just stay in your room.
But we're also in our room right now.
True.
We're not
I'm
in
also
his room.
I'm
It's
also
a little
thinking
weird.
like,
It's like
if he's in our room, you can stay here if you want, like type of thing. I'll come back and we can cuddle later. I feel like letting him stay in our room is a good choice rather than forcing him or trying to convince him to join in when he already stated that he doesn't know. If
let's try let him stay in the room. I'm a little worried that we're gonna leave and he's gonna be sad, but like
I don't know. I
Let's
think
try
he
that.
needs a recharge. I think he needs a recharge. But like a social recharge, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's stay with him.
Also, I gotta say, like I like Travis, but I do think sending someone else's writing to a contest is kind of shitty.
Oh yeah, no, it's shitty. I get like the intentions were good, but it was against the wishes of someone else.
Yeah, and now he's like he's not like grateful about it. He's like freaking out and having like anxiety about it. So
yeah,
not
a
a
good
great
thing,
outcome.
Travis. I get that you're cute and looking like a cuddle bug, but like that was rude.
Yeah, I want to pick him up and carry him around, but sometimes I also want to throw him a little bit, if you know what I mean.
He really didn't think about Bjorn when he did that.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. So
Okay,
we're gonna let him stay in the room.
Let him stay in the room.
You can sleep in my bed and sniff snuff. We can stay here. Oh yeah, we can stay. We
can stay if you don't want to go.
Let's
We won't
go.
miss much likely. Even if my slight FOMO is really acting up right now, I'd rather keep you on company.
I keep forgetting what FOMO stands for.
Fear of missing out.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really did not know what FOMO was.
Okay.
I honestly didn't. Hi, Barry. I wouldn't want to keep you here, though. Besides, I thought of retreating to my room for a bit. No, stay in our room.
Oh. So I won't get to spend time with them anyway. I'd feel bad going without you. How about I visit you in an hour or so? Or do you need more time?
An hour sounds good. So, later, I guess?
I mean, this makes sense, though. Sometimes you need to be alone.
Yeah.
Not even if someone is trying to cheer you up or calm you down, it's sometimes it's like...
I don't think that was a trick choice. It makes sense. We gave him the option.
Yeah.
For both of us to stay here. We let him know that we don't mind just staying here.
I think, was the outcome going to be the same? I don't know, but maybe it was going to be like we go to Locke and the others either way, but Bjorn either comes with or not.
And like Bjorn comes with, feels uncomfortable, then leaves.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think this was a
maybe
good
this
choice.
way we said that we'll go check up on him in an hour, so.
And give people space. Like I know sometimes I would like that. Like in a sense. But when I'm with Razor, I'd rather be with him 24/7.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Have a good time there. Have a good time alone in your room.
Flap, 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 flap. He needs an hour.
What?
Nothing. Continue. Ignore what I said. Just ignore what I said.
I'm trying to figure out what that sound effect represents. And
No, Razor, no. Nope. Nope. Nope, we left it at a nice, cute, romantic plot point. Just keep going. Just ignore what I said.
The door closes behind Björn, and the room feels too empty all of a sudden.
Oh, that's cute and sad.
Not really knowing what to do with myself for the next hour, I leave my room with my camera and direct my steps to the cafeteria. I enter the room soundlessly, not wanting to disturb the quiet stillness inside.
That's pretty.
Wait, you weren't would you did you not want to go hang out with the others in the meantime?
I'm
This
not
is like the maximum lonely outcome. Everyone is like hanging out on their
true.
own.
I mean, we're giving him space. That's
Well, I
fine.
mean that's good,
That's
but I feel like
fair.
you could go hang out with the others in the meantime, or at
I've-
least let them know where you are or what you're doing.
I mean, we didn't reply. We didn't say a yes or no,
Yeah,
technically.
that's what I'm saying. You should reply and say
Mm,
that, hey, thanks, but I'm not up for it or something. I don't know.
maybe, yeah. Yeah, that would have been best. Hmm. I do like
I
these
enter the room.
lamps. I'm sorry. The lighting is just nice. The fact that like the patterns
It is
go on
nice.
the wall is nice.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't even see that until now. Damn,
Yeah. Comfy's eye
that's
for
cool.
detail. Hmm.
I enter the room soundlessly, not wanting to disturb the quiet stillness inside. Just as when I was looking for my key here yesterday, the empty room has an otherworldly feel to it.
I think it's because of the lamps.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh no, we're left alone with the coach. My God.
Unlucky.
Imagine they're all kissing in the common room right now. Damn. They're playing spin the bottle right now. Oh my God.
Except this time it's not empty. Coach is sitting on a chair in the corner with a phone in his paw, looking outside. I glanced at his phone involuntarily. It looks like he has some kind of a dating app open. A grid of square profile pictures filling the screen.
Why are
This
you
is
on
like
Grinder during
as
school?
sad as this is like this. He's kind of feels like
He's single, looking to mingle during school, like
yeah,
late night school hours.
and he's gonna feel like I don't know. I was kind of almost like the game was hinting that there was something going on between him and Rune, but otherwise
Whoa,
he's
coach and a
like
student, a college. I mean, like that's a weird. That's also like a weird power dynamic. Still,
yeah. I mean, it would like in for sure.
yeah.
I just thought that that's where the game was hinting
Oh,
at
that they
because they were
were
hanging
like
out
doing
together
stuff
and
together.
swimming together and yeah.
True. They were
And
close to their age. No, I think no.
the ages,
The coach is 29. That I know for sure because I looked that up
yeah.
because I had to make sure. I looked up all their ages. They range from I think 18 to 29. Some of them are like
Yeah.
in their 20s. I don't know
yeah.
how old Rune is though.
Rune is like, was he a
I
second
think
or third year?
He's a third year maybe.
So I should probably make him like around 20.
20. That's still 9 years. Yeah. She's a, yeah. Hmm.
I'm saying that like if he's not with anyone, then this has to be like he's in a dating sim, and he's completely the only character who's like has no like I guess non-awkward way of hanging out with someone, if that makes sense.
Oh my God. What if
It's
he's
like
dating the astronomy teacher?
Yeah.
I do remember having to censor the astronomy teacher. Just
Oh,
there's a lot of characters I
Oh.
had to censor, and one of them was that teacher.
yeah, I bet it's gonna be like, oh, let's go to the sauna together, all the students. And then
Do you want to get spoiled about the astronomy teacher, or do you want to just see if we
no,
find out?
let's not spoil.
Also,
I'm gonna
this
see where this goes.
this entire run is not safe for work, but Comfy, being comfy, use my emotes to censor all the bits. It's funny. It's just funny. Go
I
ahead.
think he noticed me entering. Maybe I should turn around and leave him alone. But Coach finally sensed my presence and tenses up. Or I think he didn't notice me entering. I think he's
Are you bottom cat 6969? He's really looking at Grinder.
Good afternoon, Coach. Coach locked the screen and puts his phone in his pocket before turning towards me.
He looks so cute.
He does.
Hello, Raz.
Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I thought the room would be empty.
No problem. It's open for everyone. The views from here are stunning. I came for just a moment, but it's hard to pull myself from them. You can't use came and hard and views. You can't use those in this sentence when we know you were on a dating app.
The views are spectacular. Have you seen these local twinks in my area?
I just came just for a moment. It was really hard to pull myself from it.
Quite, yeah. I was hoping to capture some from the warm inside.
Don't mind me then. I'm just reading a book.
A book, yeah. Sure.
So stupid. My God.
I don't comment on that and just nod, walking up to the open window and take out my camera.
Yeah.
We both sit in silence for a while. Coach focused on his phone, me on trying to take a good photo of the mountains. Not many of them end up usable. It's already quite dark and my telephoto lens isn't the bright one. Gotta put it down on the increase the exposure time, put it down on the table.
Yeah.
And then set a timer for like 2 seconds and then start it.
Yep.
Finally, Coach gets up and leaves.
Oh, he found his
okay,
hookup.
that was just it.
Yeah.
Nobody else comes in the meantime or after that, so I can sit here in peace and think.
Nobody else comes, I guess.
About where I am currently in my life. About my photography and whether it's worth anything.
Oh.
About tomorrow and our trip to the town. About the moon shining high above the mountains like a spotlight.
You howl like the good wolf you are.
About Björn. I come back to his room after an hour and knock. There's no response. Press the door handle and push the door open. Push the door. They're open.
I'm trying to remember. There's not something not safe for work here. I'm trying to remember.
Oh.
I don't think so. It's been a while since I've like edited those photos. Oh, Raz, it's you. I panicked a bit because I thought it was the janitor.
Björn is sitting on the bed with a pipe in his paw, smoking.
Hookah. Okay,
What is
now we're okay. So hookah is like it's your how do I explain this? You're burning a type of thing. Oh my God.
Is it like a water pipe?
It's technically a. I'll send it to you. This is what they use normally. Now I'm questioning how did they pack up all of this?
Okay, it's one of those.
It's not weed. You can use tobacco in it, and you can also use fruits. You're just smoking vapors, basically.
Okay.
So like,
but that's like,
yeah.
I think that's what we in Sweden call vattenpipa.
Vattenpipa?
Which literally translates to water pipe.
So if you look up hookah, Hookah, it's basically I'm trying to describe it. So it's a glass bottle with a long neck opening up into a flat base on top, where a small cup-like object is placed on top of it, and there is, I think, fruit inside, or some other method in there, and a charcoal on top to heat it up.
So it's apparently also called a water pipe, so it is the same thing that I thought. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Water pipe, yeah.
Heating or vaporizing and then smoking, either tobacco, flavored tobacco.
Yeah.
Sometimes cannabis, hashish, and opium.
Bjorn would love vapes. Probably. I think hookah gives a different feeling. Not saying that I also did it once. I tried everything once. Hookah wasn't.
Try everything.
You try everything once except hard drugs, but like hookah was. I tried it once. It was okay. It's not the same as vaping, in a sense, but like it's a feeling. It's a feeling, to say the least.
Björn is sitting on the bed
Just
with a
weed.
pipe in his paw, smoking hookah. Hookah?
Yeah, it helps me to relax. Besides, it's fun.
And are we even allowed to smoke here?
How did you Oh, I see it on the table. I just noticed that. There it is, guys. How the fuck did he get this in here?
They packed everything, remember?
Like,
If
literally.
Mikko could bring like a mixer equipment, I mean, they're on a bus. No one's going to be searching their bags. They're not flying, so they're not
I
going
mean,
through any security or anything.
But there's like still college students. It's like a bong with a tube, yeah, basically. Company's on a bong rip. Those are fun.
There's a lot of stuff like that I did not try when I was in university.
Yeah.
But I had like a friend who was like, I ran into him one day and he seemed a little off. Like he was like, a little
sluggish off,
a little
or...
sluggish,
yeah,
but he was talking. And then I talked to him the day after, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I was so sluggish yesterday. I smoked some really awesome weed."
Yeah, my
And
God.
I was like, "So
Do you
but
smoke, Rays?
I don't. I have tried to
Would
smoke
you
like
like
just
to?
regular tobacco stuff like a couple of occasions, but I've never only like at like parties and stuff. Otherwise, pretty much never.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And
like,
it's
Comfy smoked like weed, but like, it doesn't get me high.
oh
It's weird, but like, I think edibles are more the Comfies go. I love eating like dark chocolate ones. Those are really good. And they don't hit you too hard. Gummies hit you hard if you don't take nibbles off of that.
Is that because that's legal where you live right now?
Yes, to up to a certain amount, but I had those edibles in Canada. I've had like juices. I have juices. If you'll at one point in my streaming career, you'll notice it if you look back. I did take some like weed juice at one point.
Oh,
Like mixed, like it's like with it's juices mixed with oils.
okay.
So yeah, you'll notice it. But
It's
like,
like-
yeah,
Because like all of that stuff is not legal here.
damn.
It's very because I know that a few like a while ago, I got the impression, and this might be again my misinterpretation of the U.S., but back before weed was legal in some places in the U.S., I got the impression that some Americans thought that people in Europe did a lot of weed.
Yes,
smoked a lot
that
of
is
weed, right?
correct.
And I
That-
think that's true for some countries. I know in the Netherlands, for example, there's it's more common. But in Sweden, it's actually kind of the reason I told you that story about my friend who smoked weed was because like I didn't try any of that in the university, and very few people that I know did. It was like to the point where it was like a notable event if one of my friends was smoking weed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like very much like people here drink a lot of alcohol, obviously, when they're students, but the smoking different stuff is a lot less common.
I would love to do edibles with you, Razor, at one day. I feel like it will be just mellow. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you had an edible before?
No, I've never I have done very little like in terms of that kind of stuff in general. I don't drink that much either. I have gotten drunk like only like a handful of occasions.
Makes sense. Comfy
so
also
it's-
drinks,
yeah.
but I don't drink to get drunk. Like
I see.
now I feel like old because I drink like what's it called? Like a dark and stormy, something with whiskey, like whiskey
Okay,
and
I
ice.
see.
Like that's my sort of drink, my go-to drink, no matter what. And I just drink that. I don't like super fruity drinks. I drank as a kid, like not as a kid, mind you. When I was in college, like
I get that was what you meant, but it was really really
when
fun
I
to
was a
imagine
kid, I
you
was
as a toddler
drinking.
I was drinking like the hard
Like,
cider.
A hard cider is not that bad.
Cosmopolitan.
Like it's either the whiskey drinks or hard apple ciders because I like apples. I like apple cider. I've also drank soju. Soju is also a nice one to drink.
Okay.
That's a party. That's for parties.
Is that the Korean one?
Yes, that is the Korean one.
Soju, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, when Coffee was younger, I drank a lot of fruit, like high fruit drinks. And it was like, that gave me headaches. And I'm just like, I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson from those.
I was like,
Yeah, no judgment here. Remember, for everyone around here, this is an 18+ stream regardless. And did you know if we say like and subscribe, those buttons glow?
like,
Subscribe. On our YouTube channel, it glows, right guys? It just lights up sometimes. But yeah. I'm still questioning how they got everything in here. I know they're not checking, but like still. They're college students. They should at least check.
I think this might be like a different thing in different countries, because I know that when I went to university, our, I guess, security in general was very lax. There was very much like there was very little like controls what we did or where we went or stuff like that. Like me and my friends used to take a lecture hall at like in the university building, one of the university buildings, and have movie nights there.
Ooh.
Like late at night, we just stay behind, and we had like pass cards and stuff like that, so we could get in. And we would just like borrow a lecture hall, and we would sit there and have movie nights.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and sometimes we had one time the security guards came up, and they were just like, okay, just checking who's here, and then they just moved on.
And he's like, you guys want to join in?
There was one time there was a security guard who came in, and she was training a new guard dog.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh, we gotta let the guard. Is it okay if the dog comes in here and just sniffs you and just learns to check around the room?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Yeah, sure."
Finds all the drugs.
A super excited puppy just came into the room and was like, "Oh,
that's so cute!
Jump on everybody!"
That's so cute. Oh
and then they moved on.
Oh. Continue.
Okay. And are we even allowed to smoke here?
No, definitely. That's why I neutralized the smoke detector with aluminum foil. He's done this before.
He's a bad boy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, all my check boxes are being checked with this character. The smell should be gone by the morning if we leave the window open overnight. So don't worry about that either. Hookah smoke isn't like cigarette smoke. It's more like a vape. It doesn't linger for too long.
Isn't it like harmful?
Of course it is. It's like alcohol, which damages DNA and is also known carcinogen.
But you still drink and smoke.
Correct. That's how people are. Self-destructive and short-sighted. I never cease to question my choices, yet I make them still. In fact, I remember reading that hookah is worse than cigarettes because of the coals. Yeah, you put coals on top. That's where the heat comes from. But also much nicer all around, in effects and as an experience.
I can also imagine that you don't do it as often. Like cigarettes, if you have a cigarette smoking habit, you're going to be carrying around cigarettes and smoking them throughout the day whenever you get the chance. I mean, some people do, at least, not everyone, but I feel like if you do this is something you do. Maybe you can't carry that around in your pocket and just smoke whenever you have a smoke break, right?
You have a hookah pen.
Ah.
You can have hookah pens. Those are things.
Oh, okay. So that sounds kind of like a vape.
Yeah. It does have nicotine in it. Like, it's still addictive, regardless. I remember they were selling those at my high school. It was so bad.
Oh yeah, that's.
They were flavored.
I don't want to judge, but selling those to high school kids seems a little.
What's it called? That deli is still running, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The smoke gets cooled down as it travels through the pipe, and some of the heaviest substances are filtered by the water, so you can smoke a lot of that.
I didn't know you smoke. Haven't seen you with a cigarette. Besides, almost nobody does now.
I don't smoke often, and I never touch cigarettes. Setting up and cleaning a hookah afterwards is so fiddly that I rarely feel like it, so it minimizes the risk of getting addicted to nicotine. That's true. The cleanup afterwards is
what I
like,
was getting at.
yeah. You're right on that.
And that's supposed to relax you.
It does. Yeah.
I look out of the window at the mountain stretching from the horizon far into the gray sky.
Not gonna lie, that probably feels really nice, especially where they are. Like seeing all that outside while smoking probably feels good. Oh my god.
I've never done stuff like this, not even a cigarette behind the school in my teens.
I was just gonna say, all right, hit me up.
Hit me up.
Oh my
But I
god.
trust Björn, and frankly, I am curious.
Oh, so we are hitting it up. So,
I mean,
do you want me to save, or do we just outright do it?
I think we can do it. I think this is fine. Try some.
Yeah, the cleanup's
This is-
annoying,
this is-
but it's trying to build one and get the heat and everything right. Or so I've heard from a first timer. It says nights. Okay. So we're gonna try some.
I think I could try a bit.
Did you notice that?
Notice what?
Look at his eyes. Like there's the shine. The shine's there.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Smoking with someone else is much more fun.
Björn passes me the pipe, and I eye the tapered tip suspiciously.
They burn the aromatics. Oh.
So, how do I use this?
Put the tip in your snout and inhale the smoke into your lungs, just as if you were breathing. The smoke is rather cool. It shouldn't burn your throat.
Indirect kiss? Yeah,
Oh,
I guess.
Through your nose?
I
He said
nod and do
snout.
as told. Then I immediately start coughing.
First timer. Everything okay?
You said it wouldn't burn.
Well, maybe a tiny bit. If you're not used to sensation at all. Yeah, it makes sense. I coughed on my first blunt, honestly. Makes sense. Try again, but inhale slower and less forcefully. That should give the smoke more time to cool down. Who did
I
it?
try again, and this time I am able to inhale a lungful of smoke. Tastes of mint mostly, numbing the inside of my snout.
Ooh, it's a mint one. Also, it also doesn't help that Comfy's also asthmatic. So it was really fun to do to do a bong rip while having asthma.
Then I exhale, the smoke tickling my nostrils as a whole cloud of it escapes from me. Wow, this looks cool.
Yeah, that's half the fun. Are you gonna do tricks?
Do like
make
Gandalf
circles.
blow a smoke boat.
Yeah.
And the other half?
Making out. The effects.
Suddenly, a wave of dizziness hits me with the force of a tsunami. I have to hold on to the bed so I don't fall back.
Hold on to him.
Wait, did he say what was in that?
No. I love how he just took it and did not ask.
He could be smoking like lemon juice, and he could be
It's-
smoking
It's
opium.
mint.
Like we
it's,
don't know.
It's mint and something else. It's mint leaves and something else from what it sounds like.
Whoa,
These ones exactly.
really? I don't know if this is nice. It's not really unpleasant either, though. I already feel lightheaded, but at the same time, my thoughts are clear. Still, this was just one puff so far.
Maybe you should take it easy though. You're rather lightweight, I bet.
Compared to Björn, I sure am. I pass the pipe to Björn. He takes a big puff that tilts his head upward, letting the smoke spill over from his open snout.
I really needed this.
You were really looking uptight today.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's not my mouth. Yeah,
Month.
month. Oh my god. It's something in Comfy's head. I'm sorry. It's not my month. Things aren't going too well for me. And then there's the literary contest. I'd rather not think about it even.
Right. Sorry. I wouldn't want him to have another meltdown. Can you pass the pipe?
Oh, sure.
This really is nice. It feels satisfying to puff on something. Letting out clouds of smoke is fun too.
Coffee's holding back so much things. This is an after stream thing. Oh my god.
This is a much more child-friendly version of this, but that's one of the fun things about winter is like making puffs of smoke with your breath.
Yeah, it's always fun. But with hookah, you can do it every year, all times of the season.
Smoke weed every day.
Honestly, yeah. I see you're liking it.
I think I do.
I had some good evenings and great conversation with it. It's mostly a social activity, or at least that's how I see it. Yeah, I think there's a couple of hookah bars near me where like there's multiple pens on one, where it's like people can take just chill and do that.
Okay.
A nice alternative to alcohol, though it also goes well with it. It really does.
Does it?
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Drugs and alcohol immediately.
Like
okay.
This is me going. If this was me at this age, I would have been like, no, thank you to the pipe, no, thank you to the alcohol. I'm gonna hang out here until people get too drunk and too whatever, and then I'm gonna leave and feel a little awkward. That would have been me at age 20 or 19 or however old he is.
Honestly,
we're self-destructing tonight, my boys.
Yep. I mean, we have to think about. We took a hit already. We're not used to it. Do we want to mix drink? Do we want to become cross-faded right now?
Okay, so I have a feel like if this was me now, like age, I would probably be like, yeah, I can have a drink after having a puff of something. That's okay.
Honestly, yeah. Drunk and high.
In this context of this story, I am a little worried.
Yeah.
That if we get drunk and a little woozy, it's gonna lead to like an awkward moment, or it's gonna lead to us getting closer to him in a way that doesn't feel entirely right. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, we tried we don't have to drink.
Yeah. So I'd say like this is kind of also a little bit boring choice because
no, it's not a boring choice. I saved. Also, when did he? I saved this one.
But let's say don't ask for alcohol.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think I'm willing to try mixing stuff now. Not when I smoke for the first time.
Understandable and sound. This stuff is already pretty strong, though it works in subtle ways. It doesn't hit you like alcohol. You don't notice that your perception is off until afterward.
So you do this often?
Oh, definitely not. Mostly when I feel nostalgic.
Bjorn takes the pipe back and puffs on the hookah some more, observing the smoke dispersing.
Have you ever wondered how it would be to be a bird? Always. I am a bird. I am owl.
I don't need to wonder.
I am owl.
You don't need to wonder.
I don't.
You too? I think of this often.
Yeah, you want to be... Where's your owl for soda? To be born into the world that's not yours?
Do you think the world is ours?
Sick. Just a Vocaloid. Oh my god. My favorite part of being high, honestly, yeah, the conversations are nice. Undoubtedly, but we share it with other forms of life. But we made it our own, for better or worse.
That sounds like a big responsibility.
And we're getting better at acknowledging it. Our culture is progressing. We're starting to feel empathy towards our surroundings. Can you imagine that in the beginnings of culture, only adult males were seen as subjects, and everything else was an object? And an adult male could empathize with another adult male only? Then they started to consider women people, too. Then they learned to empathize with children. Laws guaranteeing just and equal treatment were introduced. It took us a while to learn to empathize with different sexualities and then with people of different cultures. Now we're finally starting to grasp the other animals are living beings too. You want to make out? Let's get, learn.
We're getting there. It's a
We're
slow burn.
getting-
You gotta be patient.
like
okay?
this
It's a
like this
slow burn.
hookah. It is a slow burn.
We'll get there
Oh
eventually.
my god, we'll get there. Learning to emphasize is how a culture progresses. You can observe that by how many of us are abstaining from eating any meat now.
I'm glad I was born now, not a few thousand years ago.
Even a few decades earlier would have made a huge difference. We're living in fast-changing times. At least now, living as a bird, you wouldn't risk being shot for someone's leisure.
I often wonder if birds understand that the world around them isn't natural, that was built by us. Do you think they know that trains and cars and buses are our own creation, not something that always existed?
I've seen quite a number of pigeons knowing those trains exist by walking in and staying in there for a bit.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like I've seen news about that too. That pigeons are like they keep riding subways and commuter trains and stuff
Yeah.
like that in some cities.
They get tired. They don't have to pay. They don't have to pay the MTA.
Yeah,
That's great.
and it's also speaking of corvids, like some ravens and crows and stuff. They can crack nuts by placing the nuts on railway tracks or
Yeah.
on roads and stuff like that.
They put it like in like very like congested roads that like go fast, and they just drop it there so they can crack the shell.
Yeah,
It's smart.
it's. But I wonder, like, it's an interesting question though. Do they understand that like a train is something a human made, or do they just see a train as something that exists in the world?
I
You know,
think they-
without thinking.
The assumption would be that they see it and it just exists.
Yeah.
Like they do. They just exist there.
I also know that some people have like noticed that their pet. This is not the same type of animal, but their pet dogs are like. They will sometimes not go through an open door unless a human pretends to open it first.
Sure.
I know some people talked about if they had like a glass door that was open, and the dog wouldn't go through it until a person stepped up and pretended to like do the motion to open it, because the dog was thinking, no, I can't go through until the human opens it. You know?
Yeah. I think that's more like training, if anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
But they still understand that it's like it's related to people somehow.
Yeah.
That it's like a person controls this. You know?
Yeah. Man, if I was a bird, I don't think I'd had a reason to doubt that the cars were always here and are as natural as the trees that shade them. That was correct. The assumption.
Yeah. Another cloud of smoke. I make one too. They merge together into one big cloud, then dispersed in the already clouded air.
They make a heart. It's good to have you here. The hookah alone is nowhere near as fun.
I'm happy to be here too, you know?
You know, you're the first person to come and visit me here without an explicit invitation. I feel like I always have to initiate everything myself. I'm not a person anyone remembers about. I will remember you. I don't get invited to events. If I want to meet with anyone, I have to be the one to invite them.
I will say though
Yeah.
that as much as I don't like what Travis did with sending his stuff to the contest, that sort of does point to the opposite. That Travis actually cares about him, even if it's like in a flawed way.
True.
And is like taking steps to make sure that, or trying in a flawed way again, to try to take steps to make sure that he is seen and like heard. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Do you know this feeling? Like the whole world is ignoring you, that nobody is ever thinking about you, that you're always a second-rate friend? It sucks. It's as if I was never interesting enough, forgettable and replaceable. But not with you, somehow. So again, thank you for being here with me.
Well, thanks. I didn't really do anything. I just like you, so I'm here.
Oh, did you just confess? Now let's kiss.
Let's keep.
That's already a lot.
I think we all feel that sometimes. These are just our feelings, though. It doesn't mean it really is like that. Our minds like to play tricks on us. Where did this sudden wave of emotions come from, though?
The hookah.
Apart from this one meltdown earlier today, Björn seemed rather restrained in his emotions. We had some more serious talks, but I didn't think he's capable of bearing himself like that before me.
It's the hookah.
Bearing. He's bearing himself.
Comfy's right. Well, I'm feeling a little bit lightheaded after the hookah already. Everything seems soft and tingly. And frankly, I don't like how we filter ourselves sober. We stop ourselves from saying things we want to say because we're afraid. We're afraid of physical contact, too.
Oh.
We're afraid of expressing our feelings. We calculate how emotional we can allow ourselves to be in a certain situation and keep ourselves restrained. I suppose it's sometimes necessary, but this way we don't live to the life to the fullest and end up full of regrets and resentment. You want an apple? I have an apple with me. This
From
is
one thing to
wild.
another. Sure, thanks.
I thought she said Bjorn spits the apple with his like he spit it out. Crying.
Björn splits the apple with his paws and passes me a half. Wow, that was neat.
That's kind of hot.
A little bit.
Honestly. Thanks.
It's sweet, but also tart. Not perfect, but it's good.
I like to note that Comfy doesn't feel very closed off with feelings, thanks back to let's kiss Bjorn moments in the last few minutes. Yeah, no, Comfy is slightly restrained, but like not fully. Like, I'll let you guys know what's on my mind sometimes. And I'll constantly confess to Razor until he realizes that I actually really do like him like that. Sometimes.
Oh.
Now split me. Wait, Woozy. No. Wait, no. I read what Woozy said. That wasn't towards you, Razor.
No, I saw it too.
Okay.
It's okay. I got the YouTube chat open as well.
It was YouTube chat, guys. Twitch. I read something on the YouTube chat.
But yeah, people can't see.
I'm
if they're
forward,
watching,
but not that
if they're watching on
forward.
Twitch, people can't see the YouTube chat, and if they're watching this later, they can't see the chat at all.
Oh my
So it's
god.
probably-
Maybe I should just include the chat sometimes on the screen. I'm thinking of doing another overlay, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, something was bothering me. Say, if you're struggling with it so much and you don't even like it, why are you still studying neuroscience? Oh, I remembered him being like I remembered wrong. I thought he was like in astrophysics or something.
Oh, I think he just stayed there just because it was interesting. During that
If you
one
want to
class.
talk about it now, that is, you mentioned that you didn't have a choice, but you never told me what that was about.
I thought you'd guess. Actually. But maybe our experiences were vastly different than mane. My parents wanted me to. Simple as that. I live with them now, and I have no income. What? I feel like I'm being called out.
Oh.
I live with them now, and I have no income of my own, so it's not like I had much of a choice.
But if you didn't study, you'd have the time to find a regular job.
You think we get a regular job out of college and university? You're funny. Maybe, but I owe it to them.
Owe it to them how?
They did a lot for me. They sacrificed a lot for me, too. They want me to study something that could provide me a good life because they care about me. They're right about this, and I can't argue with it.
But you don't want this, do you?
I don't. But I still think it's the only sensible and good thing to do.
I reply to that. The smoke in the room disperses the light, softening the shadows. Neither of us took a puff for some time now, so the coals turned all white from the ash. Bjorn doesn't look at me, playing with the hookah pipe idly. Great. I tanked the mood completely. He's quite cute. Despite being big and burly, he has very gentle features. I overlooked them before, but now, when I don't feel weird looking straight at him, there's a tender charm behind these brown eyes of his.
Yes. I am indebted to them, more than you'd ever guess. If this is what it takes to make them happy, I'll be glad to do it.
Tell me, what does writing mean to you?
Huh? That's a broad question.
What do you like in it? It's obvious that it's important for you, but you for sure take some pleasure from it too.
This entire situation feels super romantic.
Mm.
I don't know. I think it's just the closeness.
Yeah, but no, I agree.
I do. I never really thought about it. I don't think I need a solid reason to enjoy something. I like coming up with words and characters, though. And there are no rules in writing. I can do whatever I want with my world. Whatever I want to happen can happen there. And the characters, even though they're my own creation, have their own lives, become their own people. I can sit and chat with them or imagine how they would act in different situations. You let go of your inhibitions and stop thinking of your inadequacies. What? You let go of your inhibitions and stop thinking of your inadequacies. Comparing your work to those of others, it's pure fun.
That applies to all art, I think. Photography as well.
That's likely. Writing is what I know, though. Maybe one day I could get into photography too, once I save enough for a camera.
Hopefully. I could link you to some nice guides then.
Great. I'll know who to ask if I ever need some help with this.
I'm far from being an expert in the matter, sadly. How did you start? I mean, every hobby starts with some impulse. What was yours?
I'm gonna pause here to ask Razor. It has been 2 hours. Do you want to end it here or see how far we get past the hookah scene?
Like, I don't know. It feels like I would need to end soon. I don't know if this is a good place though, because it feels like we're in the middle of something. But I also don't know how long the scene is gonna go. It might be really long.
You need your rest and
Yes. Maybe it's best if we stop here. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a good spot. We asked him how did it start and what was yours. That's a good place for a cliffhanger. All right, everybody. On the YouTube end, Razor needs his beauty sleep. He needs some rest because he's so beautiful and handsome. So yeah, on the YouTube side, thank you.
My beauty sleep. I'm so ugly.
No, you're not. Pretty cute. I don't know. You haven't sent me a selfie of you yet, so like I'm judging by just your voice alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, you want to trade selfies? I think we've known each other for quite a bit. But that's besides the point. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell icon to get notified on our next stream. Leave a comment. Tell us what your favorite part is. Or what was a moment that you had that you were this introspective about your life. Either one. I'm fine with either one, honestly. But yeah, for the YouTube end, we're going to end it here. And for the Twitch end, we're going to take a 15-minute break to refill, and we'll play some games. So yeah, thank you, Razor, for joining in today. You want to say goodbye? You want to say bye to stream for a bit?
Goodbye, stream.
Yeah, we'll be right back, guys. BRB. Hoot hoot.